I bought a 2020 Tesla Model X claiming it's the cheapest one in the country.
This was over $100,000 brand new, and since then, it's fallen about $80,000 in value, which is crazy for a car with gull-wing doors, a 300-mile range, air suspension, $5,000 rims, heated seats and steering wheel, the ability to drive itself. I could go on.
I want to show you exactly how I did it, because this isn't just about buying a car, it's about unlocking massive savings, smart financial moves, and understanding how the wealthy think when it comes to big-ticket purchases. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to find insane deals like this too, without breaking the bank. And before you assume this was some impulse flex or midlife crisis purchase, trust me, it wasn't. This was a numbers decision, and I want to walk you through exactly why I did it, what it cost, the hidden expenses nobody talks about, and most importantly, what this teaches you about buying expensive things without ruining your finances. Because here's the truth. Most people don't get into financial trouble because they don't earn enough. They get into trouble because they buy the wrong version of the things they want. Why the Tesla Model X? Now first, let's talk about why the Model X. I've always liked the Model X for a few reasons. It's electric, it's practical, it has insane acceleration, and yes, the Falcon wing doors are ridiculous but also kind of awesome. But here's the thing, brand new, this car makes zero financial sense. A new Tesla Model X can cost well over $90,000 to $100,000 plus, depending on options. And the moment you drive it off the lot, you're instantly losing tens of thousands of dollars. That's not investing. That's lighting money on fire. So instead of buying new, I did what I always do. I waited. Chart decreasing depreciation is your best friend. This is where people mess up. Cars are not assets, they're rapidly depreciating liabilities. And luxury cars? They depreciate even faster. So I asked myself a simple question. What happens if I let someone else take the depreciation hit? Turns out, something magical happens. After just a few years, a car that once cost close to $100,000 can sell for less than half that. And that's exactly what I found. Moneybag the price, here's the shock. I found a used 2020 Tesla Model X for about $14,000 less than market value compared to similar listings. That made it the cheapest Model X available in the entire country at the time. Now, was it perfect? No. But that's where the opportunity was. Why it was so cheap. This is important because this is where people either panic or profit. The car had higher mileage, had cosmetic wear, needed a few fixes, and scared off a lot of buyers who only want perfect. But here's what didn't matter. The battery was fine. The drivetrain was fine. The tech was fine. So I looked at the actual cost, not just the sticker price. The real numbers. Let's break this down logically. Instead of paying $100,000 new, paid tens of thousands less upfront. Then I budgeted for repairs, maintenance, small upgrades, and even after all of that, I was still way ahead financially compared to buying new. This is the same logic I use for real estate, investing, literally everything I buy. If you understand the numbers, emotions stop controlling you. Running costs, this is huge. Here's something nobody talks about enough. Electric cars save you money every single day. No gas, minimal maintenance, no oil changes, fewer moving parts. So even though it's a luxury car, the ongoing costs are shockingly low. That means lower long-term ownership cost, less money bleeding every month. And that matters more than people realize. Crossmark why most people buy this wrong. Let me be very clear here. If you finance this car at a high interest rate, stretch your budget, buy it for status, or ignore maintenance costs, then this is a terrible decision. But if you pay cash or have low leverage, buy after depreciation, understand repairs, and plan long-term, then suddenly, the math works. This isn't about the car. It's about the strategy. How I found the cheapest Model X. Now, how did I actually find it? Step 1, research. I combed through every used car site I could find, AutoTrader, Cars.com, dealership websites, even private sellers. Step 2, compare. Don't just look at the sticker price. Check fees, mileage, and history. Step 3. Timing. Sometimes a car will sit for months with no buyers. That's when dealers are willing to negotiate. And then there's the extra little trick, incentives and rebates. Some states offer EV incentives. Some dealers offer cashback or special financing. You combine all of this, and suddenly the deal looks a lot better than just the sticker price. I remember seeing one listing and thinking, no way, this has to be a mistake. But it wasn't. That's how I snagged it. Financing and credit card hacks. Now, let's talk money, because buying a Tesla is more than just a sticker price. I actually used the Gemini credit card to maximize rewards on the purchase. Some of you might think, wait, isn't financing bad? Not always. If you do it smartly, pay attention to interest rates, cashback, and rewards, you can literally make the card work for you. I'm talking thousands in rewards if you plan carefully. And don't get me wrong, credit cards can be dangerous if misused. But treat them like a tool instead of a toy, and suddenly you're getting paid to spend. It's all about understanding interest, fees, and timing. I even break down the numbers in my head before any big purchase. And yes, I double-check everything. I don't want surprises later. Lessons from big-ticket purchases. Here's the bigger lesson from this whole experience. Buying expensive stuff doesn't have to be reckless. It's about strategy. You research, you wait for the right moment, and you understand the numbers behind the deal. That's the difference between someone who overpays and someone who walks away with a win. This doesn't just apply to cars, think houses, electronics, even investing. The principles are the same. Patience, research, and a little bit of daring. And honestly, I feel like a treasure hunter every time I find one of these deals. There's a thrill to it. And that thrill is amplified when you know you're getting the smartest deal possible. What this means for you. So what can you take away from this? First, don't settle. If you want a car or big purchase, do the research. Compare prices, check incentives, and look for hidden deals. Second, timing is everything. Deals don't stay around forever. Third, don't ignore smart financing. A good credit card or financing plan can actually save you money if used correctly. And yes, I know some of you are watching and thinking, Graham, I could never buy a Tesla. That's fine. The point isn't just the car, it's the mindset. Anyone can use these strategies no matter what they're buying. Start thinking like a deal hunter, and suddenly, the same money you spend gets you way more value. So that's the story, the cheapest Tesla Model X in the country. Bought after hours of research, a little patience, and some smart financial moves. And the crazy part? You can do this too. All it takes is strategy, a bit of effort, and knowing what to look for. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the links in the description for some of the tools I used, including my Gemini credit card tips. And who knows, maybe one day, you'll be the one laughing at your friends when they paid full price for the same car. All right, I'm off to take this baby for a spin. See you in the next video.